ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are going to jump right into the business of the LGBT. But it's actually so many letters at this point. It's LGBTQIA+. That's what it is now.
Whatever.
It might even be more at this point. So I just call it the alphabet community. So, you know. So move right along. So within the LGBTQIA+ community, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and we want to kind of figure out, like, is there genuine support there? Or, you know, are they just, you know, all-inclusive people the way they want to be included? Or are they very selective? Like, is it something that they put a front up and say, oh, I advocate for all people and blah, 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 but it's not real? That's kind of how it is.
Well, you remember what I told you, we talked about this just a little bit, we'll get more into it this time. Mm-hmm. I think the pride thing and all that stuff is bullshit. I'm going to be honest with you. Going down to places like West Hollywood, going to Barcelona and things of that nature and stuff, and just seeing how they kind of treat each other and stuff. Oh, the sexy guys are over here, the people that look good over here, the people with money over here. I was like, y'all separate each other, and then when they have these pride festivals, y'all have this fake pretend, yeah, we're all happy. And we're not happy. Like, clear example, a lot of them, all the blacks who don't advocate for black trans. I was watching a good documentary. It was called The Stroll. Mm-hmm. It was about, and this is why I have a little more leniency towards like prostitution and escorts and things of that nature. A lot of trans people couldn't get jobs, and it was something that taught. I'm willing to learn. They weren't able to get jobs because they were trans, so people fired them. They were getting beat up at work. They were getting stabbed, all types of stuff. Mm-hmm. And they say when it comes to the marches and all that stuff, none of them were marching for a lot of those trans, especially the black trans. Mm-hmm. But when it came to that white boy who got killed in Wisconsin and hung up like a scarecrow, they said everybody across the nation was all for it. And I said, because he was still a boy, mm-hmm. and how he looked, and he was a white boy. I said, I see a lot, and you see a lot of these black, like the black circuit queens, the manshees that I used to hang around with. They quick to defend the white circuits and the white this. And I'm sitting here like, oh, but y'all don't say nothing about the black trans. I said, that's just mind-boggling me. And I also found out that they don't really rock with the trans and the drag people like that unless they're popular. So if you're not popular or you're not somebody of a big performer, they don't rock with you like that. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that when we went to a few of the performances, I said, hey, why don't y'all ever go to like Hamburger Mary's and all that other stuff? The food is good there, by the way, like them. And I said, why don't you ever go there? Oh, you know, they just, it's cute for like what they doing, but they not at the drag race level. I'm like, really? Mm-hmm. And that's why I said, I think the whole thing is a bunch of bullshit.
I would definitely agree. Like me being I started out first as a dancer, but like there's tons of LGBTQIA+ all through the dance and performance industry. But me, because I'm a nightlife person, I'm often in LGBTQIA+ bars and shows and things like that, and just seeing like the shadiness that happens behind the scenes, oh hey girl, and then when she walks, say, oh, you know she stank, right? And you know she right, like there's so raggedy. It's such a like, oh my God, that's such and such. I don't know why they always come over. Oh hey girl, I ain't seen you in forever.
They're like, yes. What's her name on Friday? You remember when she was like,
yes, Brenda.
She's like, oh, look at her. She need to be ashamed. So, hey girl, how you doing?
She said,
that's how they are.
She don't love herself. Oh hey girl.
I think we've taken the hypocrisy to another level in our community, because I think that it was a throwing shade was a thing of just having fun and making it like exciting and whatnot. But we got to the point where we're now criticizing people for laughs, for likes,
and for popularity.
And then we've created those, like you said, those little pockets of people who just hang out with, blacks, whites, trans, and we're not a community anymore. We've just separated ourselves from each other. Right. And I think that has to do a lot with the lack of love that we received. And I've been very blessed that my mom, I received a lot of love from my mom, especially when I came out, and my sister. But not a lot of people, gay men or women, have that experience. And like we say, we create our own family, but we still have those psychological issues that we portray to others.
Oh yes, that's a major thing. Like the past traumas of either, your childhood or that moment or time period of you coming out can really affect how you treat other people, especially in your community. Because if you're someone who was dragged out of the closet by someone, or if you were someone who came out and was met by your family or parents with like opposition, that fucks with you. Like that will really make you second guess not only like your current relationships, but it'll also make you second guess like going into relationships with people, meeting new people, how you present yourself, and what you're holding back that should naturally just be original, like in your future relationships, and people don't understand that.
And I don't like how they treat the certain, like, there are some friendly people. See, like with the gay boys, they love like the straight men, especially if they're good looking. Oh, I want to try to get them. No, just try to be friends, okay? Everybody ain't trying to have sex with your ass. But when it comes to like a lot of these women, I don't like how they treat them. There are some friendly straight women that are pretty much cool, and I don't like how they try to, here come fish. Baby, you sitting here talking about here come fish, but you out here sitting here dressing up in drag. Make up your mind.
Right.
Make up your mind. Come on now. But you over here dressed up like them, but you don't like them. That is not, it's a level of common sense there that's just not there.
That's been my experience, and I kind of was like talking to you guys about this before. I've only had a good experience with like gay men when I met Wes. Like, he's my close friend, and he's been the only man in the community that's been nice to me. I smile at, especially black people. I generally just go out and smile, and I acknowledge everybody. But I feel like when I go in certain spaces, especially gay black men, they're very catty towards me. They're just like,
it's all this, the girl bass, and this is why, like, if you went to DC, you'll get along with the guys in DC because they at a certain level, they have a certain status, whatever. When you out here, it's all like here in Atlanta. I'm like, I don't even like mixing with them. I 86 to live. I don't even hang out with them. That I cut their asses off. I said, because I'm sick of the girl by, I'm gonna check you. Babe, why do you have to check me?
But they're still and it's still like, you're still a man. Like, I had an experience I told you the other day when I was like at an art museum or like opening, whatever, and I was making like contact. I'm passing this man. I can tell he was, a little feminine, but I'm smiling at him and trying to engage with him, and he did not. He straight face, but made a point to like walk close enough past me to where he shoulder checked me.
It's the feminine dude.
And you're still a fucking man. So of course, like me, I felt, it was just like very harsh and like unwarranted. And I'm just like, but that's been my experience. They're generally not kind to me. And then if I do receive like friendliness or like a compliment from a gay man, they're not black. I remember when I went to DC, I had on this yellow dress. It was my birthday, and this man like hyped me up for like 5 minutes. It was so sweet, but he was a Hispanic man, and I'm just like, I don't get that. Gay black men, for whatever reason, have been very unkind to me, and I've never really understood why. But I also feel like I make a point to just try to be friendly to everybody. Don't
worry about that. That's just how they. That's just how they are. I mean, they so busy trying to be accepted by white folks and stuff. I mean, you should see. I would sit right next to them, and you would see them say, "Oh, he got a big N-word BBC," and we've been to parties like that. I'm just like, hold up, we're not about to. And what would they say? Oh, don't say nothing to him. You're gonna mess up my high. And I don't give a damn about that. Something that's killing me with the black community out here, and this is the reason why a lot of the blacks in DC don't mess with the ones from like Florida and Atlanta and stuff, because they don't got their stuff together. And for you to sit there and allow somebody to say that to you, you have a self-esteem problem.
Right. Well, we gone. Move it right along. We want to stick a pin in that because there's a lot.
There's a lot
to come back and discuss.
And sorry that you had that experience.
Yes. Sorry, sister.
I know that's not the experience across the board, because like since you've been introducing me to different, like I've been more in this world now, or in the community now that I've been friends with you, and I definitely see it's not that way across the board.
It's
but
not.
I will say that
a good majority.
Yeah, my eyes have been open, and not everybody's like that. But my taste, or like my feeling towards the community, like prior to becoming friends with you, was just like, I ain't about to fuck with them. I gotta smile.
Right.
Nothing. Let them go. Good job. Good job.
Nothing.
Right. Well, sticking a pin in that, because we have to come back to that. That is that's a show in itself. That's a whole episode in itself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're enjoying the show, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can not only be a part of the conversation, but you will also be in the know when we upload new content. Love and light to you all.